Way 8 for 147.
In today's Eclipse Stakes at Caulfield gave trainer Colin Hayes his 7th win in the race since 1977. On a fast track they ran brilliant times all day, and let's check results. The first went to Water Garden, who scored at 4s over Sister Angela and Bracur. Grable Lady unplaced 7-2 favourite. Try Fun with the Gouch on board got home in the second at 6-1 over Steel Sculptress and Jasmine Crown. The third was won by Bronze Knight, a welcome return to the winner's circle for apprentice Peter Carmichael, who won at 11-2. Darren Gouchy brought up the double on Lord Manitou, who started 7-2 equal, beat Sculptured Arch and Villars, which was a little unlucky in the run home. Race 5, this is the Eclipse. Now, and Abstraction put its nose in front of Gold Topaz. Count Seal running on, and back behind them Pressman's Choice, badly held up for a run. Akataraba coming on late with about 200 to go. Abstraction has hit the front now. Fighting on is Count Seal, Akataraba, Memphis Blues, Gold Topaz fighting back. Here's Eastern Classic. He's come from last with a withering sprint. He's joined in quickly, races to the front, and Eastern Classic wins it by a length. Akataraba. Photo third, probably Cool Rocking Daddy a Nose. Came from last and did it easily. The oldest horse in the Colin Hayes team at 7 years of age, but won brilliantly. Now to race 6. In the straight, and Twining took the lead down to the 200 from Venadoo. Thelma Josephine on the outside, and then Broadway Bound. It's Thelma Josephine racing up on the outside, and Twining to fight it out now from Broadway Bound and Northern Shine late. Twining the inside, Thelma Josephine. This is going to be close. They hit the line together. I think Twining just held Thelma Josephine, and Broadway Bound is third. And Thelma Josephine got the bob in right on the line and got the money at 7-1 over the 9-2 favourite Twining and Broadway Bound. And this was an easy one for Be Quiet. Taffeta Bow down the outside from Royal South Street. Inside the 200, Be Quiet well clear, still 3 lengths in front. Taffeta Bow got the second, but it's all over. Be Quiet is going to bolt home. Be Quiet wins it by 2.5 lengths. Taffeta Bow. Third is Aqualite, got up for it. Started 5-2 favourite and equalled the course record held by Oakley Plate winner Snippets. Laconian went one better in the last. 200 to go, and Grey Man under the whip led by 2 lengths. Light Show's taking ground off him, and then Mark Fillon. Laconian's coming home very late. It's the Light Show taking the lead from Grey Man, and Laconian is flying home. He grabs the lead near the post and got up a big effort. Laconian beat Light Show, and third is Grey Man, and then came from a long last and broke the course record. It was a huge win over Light Show and Grey Man. Daily double at Caulfield, 1 and 4, 25 even. Extra 3 and 4, 31.90. The quadrilla, 4, 1, 2 and 4, 871.50, paid very well, and so did the quad extra, 915.40 for 1, 2, 4 and 2. Well, finally sailing, and the second leg of the Whitbread round.
That's next week on A Current Affair.
Well, good morning everyone and welcome to racing. The last of the big handicaps or cups was run yesterday in Victoria, but Roy, the scene shifting over to Western Australia now, and Victoria had a big start over there.
Yeah, well, it's the start of the big summer carnival over there now, with the major sprint and the Perth Cup on the 1st of January in the Western Australia and Australian Derby. And our number 1 boy here from Victoria took them by storm yesterday, winning the 2 major races. On Hasty Departure won the Western Australian Oaks, and Better Loosen Up won the major sprint race on the program. And Michael, he rode the 2 winners whilst his brother was sitting at home here and picking up the crumbs. Gary won 2 races yesterday at Sandown, and I was surprised to read this morning where he hasn't ridden a winner in over 50 rides, and somewhere back in April or May since he won his last race in the metropolitan area.
Gee whiz.
It's a long break, isn't it?
It is a long break. Well, the track out at Caulfield yesterday was absolutely like lightning. We saw 1 record go by the board and another one equalled, and horses travelled faster than you'd expect them to travel in the back of a float yesterday at Caulfield. The track was in marvellous condition. First race was a real thriller for the 2-year-olds.
From the inside, Reform Princess. Bracur just behind them, trying to get a run, and further back in the field, then Hardy Gift. Sister Angela, the leader, when they straighten up, about a neck to Water Garden, coming at it quickly. Reform Princess has gone a good gap. Bracur, Hardy Gift, and further back, Grable Lady. On the outside, Sister Angela, Water Garden, the rail. Sister Angela ahead in front of Water Garden. Sister Angela just in front of Water Garden, heading down towards the line. They're going to come to the post together, and oh golly, this is tight. Water Garden's come again on the inside with Sister Angela.
And Water Garden got it in a photo from Sister Angela, and Bracur in 3rd placing.
It was a gutsy performance. Little filly of Colin Hayes is having a first start in a race. She was actually headed by Sister Angela halfway down the straight. You may have noticed Greg Hall, once he got that head or long head in front, of Water Garden. He was actually looking to his right to see if there were any dangers.
Yeah.
He'd just given up on thinking that Water Garden was a danger. And that's a very courageous effort by a new season sire called Bellwater, and I think that's one of the first to go to the races.
Another of the Hayes horses was looked on as the bet of the day in the next, Steel Sculptress.
Return to Brittany Marivaux. Well back in the field is Jasmine Crown on the bend and Kate's Lady dropping out. On the turn, Pepper Show went to the front on the outside from Classic Plus. Two further back, Try Fun, and then Steel Sculptor still 4 lengths off them. Try Fun is out after Pepper Show, and she's a danger, Try Fun. She's got to the front with 100 to go. Then Steel Sculptress, and further back, Jasmine Crown. But Gouchy goes for home, and he's home on Try Fun from Steel Sculptress, and in the run to the line, Try Fun has got the money, 1.5 lengths. Steel Sculptress.
Brian Martin of 3 Years Edge, you call her. She's a nice big lump of a filly, Try-Fun, Roy.
Yes, a beautifully bred filly. A big, as you say, a big lump of a filly. I thought Steel Sculptress was very disappointing. It had its chance in the straight. I thought the boy rode a quite an intelligent race, and with the 3 kilo claim, it looked well, being even money favourite, I thought that was pretty good odds, actually. I burnt my fingers on it.
Yeah, I think a lot of us did.
I really thought with that weight that it was entitled to beat those horses on its recent form.
Sure.
But obviously this filly is an improver, the winner, and will go on to better things.
They backed a lot of horses in the third race, which was the Welter.
About a length to State Banquet, and just behind them, waiting for a run now, is a Purple Curse. He's about to get out. Straightening up, Fendled in the battle length in front. Purple Curse tried to get the run. Bronze Knight joined in. Bronze Knight went up on the outside, grabbed Fendleton. Purple Curse now under the whip, back on the rail. 200 out, and Bronze Knight put his head in front. There's a bit of an improvement on Flemington. He's taken the lead from Fendleton, and then further back, State Banquet and Purple Curse. But he's coming away, Bronze Knight. Bronze Knight by 1.5 lengths. Fendleton second, ahead third, Purple Curse.
The old fellow, Bronze Knight, 11 to 2, and he won it very, very well.
Yes, the favourite there, State Banquet, I thought had every possible chance, but I thought a pretty intelligent ride by young Peter Carmichael on Bronze Knight. He had his main 2 to 3 dangers always within his sight, and he judged his run to perfection. It was, I thought, a pretty intelligent ride. He's a good young jockey, this fellow. He's been off the scene for a while with injury, and when you see George Hanlon using these boys, you can keep it in mind that they've got ability.
Lord Manitou opened up 7 to 4 favourite in the first leg of the quaddie, but blew like me after walking up 2 flights of stairs. Got out to 7 to 2, a thrilling finish.
On now third, followed by Western Frontier, Right and Reason, Forgotten Ruler, and Phantom Lunch as they straighten up where Sculptured Arch is being tackled by Lord Manitou. Villa's looking for a run just behind them, and they're followed by Western Frontier. 200 metres left to go. Sculptured Arch being tackled by Lord Manitou on the outside, and Right and Reason is running on well down the outside now. It's Lord Manitou coming at Sculptured Arch, and Lord Manitou puts his head in front. Lord Manitou by a long neck to Sculptured Arch. Villas is third.
A little too strong at the finish. There is an inquiry, I noticed, at Journal Friday, Roy, about the rider of the second horse hitting the winner over the head with a whip in the straight.
Yes, young Em Flaherty, who rode Sculptured Arch. Apparently Lord Manitou was struck across the head on a couple of occasions over the last 100, 150 odd metres. I was trying to pick it up there, watching it on the film. He was riding with
round arm whip.
He was a bit, yeah. He was getting his arm a long way out with the whip, and you know, and if you're doing that, and another horse gets close to you, well, naturally you're going to make contact. But it's interesting that it was adjourned. It'll be interesting to see the outcome of that case. It makes you think there's more to it than what we've read in the papers.
Pressman's Choice, never out of trouble in the Eclipse.
Up to the bend they race. Gold Topaz the leader from Abstraction on the outside. Pressman's Choice back in the pocket as Count Seal made a line of 3. He still can't get out. Gouchy as they run to the 200 metre mark. Count Seal Abstraction. Pressman's Choice with nowhere to go, and down the outside Akatarawa. Pressman's Choice can't win on the outside Akatarawa, and here's Eastern Classic from last. Eastern Classic on the outside sweeps up, grabs the lead, and Eastern Classic is coming away to get the money. Eastern Classic has won at 1.5 lengths Akatarawa.
Got the momentum up and won nicely, Eastern Classic, Roy.
Yes, good run. He came from the tail of the field and swooped right round them for a very strong win. But probably, I suppose, the run of the race, and probably one of the unlucky runners of the day, was Pressman's Choice. Funny thing racing, isn't it? You know, at Ballarat, watching Darren ride Pressman's Choice in the Ballarat Cup, he rode an identical race to that, beautifully positioned all the way. The run came at the right time in the Ballarat Cup, and he just put paid to it. Yesterday, riding a similar type of race, and the runs didn't come, and with the result that he had a very checkered run all the way down the straight, and he probably did look the unlucky runner of the race.
The next, another thriller.
Do on the bend. Broadway bound behind them, pulled out very wide. Thelma Josephine from Gold Hat. Straightening up, Twining took the lead now, 300 to go. Thelma Josephine coming after it, and Venadoo fighting on, and then Broadway bound. At the 200, Twining the leader. Thelma Josephine laying it right down to it though. Thelma Josephine moved up to Twining. She got a nose in front. Thelma Josephine. Twining fights back, and then Broadway bound. And late Northern Shine. Twining coming again with Thelma Josephine. They hit it. Oh, bob of the head might be Twining, a nose to Thelma Josephine.
And the camera showed a nose to Thelma Josephine. Started at 7-1. Great battle down the straight between that pair.
It was good to see Malcolm Pay on Thelma Josephine. He's been, or he was, one of our top young boys of a few seasons ago. He's had enormous weight problems. He can just make about 54 kilos now, but he's a very, very good horseman. It's good to see him back winning in the metropolitan area.
Be Quiet. It was favourite. I wasn't talking to you, Roy. And did it win?
Marcel, Mighty Diamond, Fair Period, Aqua Light. Then Lure right out of its ground with Cindy's Delight and Devastator and Miss Tolerance, but Be Quiet shot away straightening up. Oh, she's out 4 or 5 lengths in front of Miss Bobby Sox, Bowl Scamp. Then Taffeta Bow down the outside, running home well, but Be Quiet over 4 or 5 in front of Taffeta Bow. Running on well is Rhinestone Lady from Aqua Light, but Be Quiet is going to canter home, and Be Quiet is going to get the money about 4 lengths Taffeta Bow. Getting up to run third in the race, Aqua Light from...
An easy win, 5-2 favourite. It actually equals Snippert's record when it won the Oakley Plate. 1:2.8, I think they ran.
Makes you wonder a little bit about these times, what's been going on over the Spring Carnival, Bill. There's been records going by the wayside, and I don't think prior to the race that many would have thought that Be Quiet would be anywhere near the class of Snippets, and especially when Snippets won the Oakley Plate over that same course and distance, that something like Be Quiet should equal a record.
Just goes... go on.
Great saying that that Bill's got. Farlap never doesn't hold a record.
No, that's true, and I think tracks have improved so much over the years that I always believe that you shouldn't take any notice of times unless they're run on the same day. You can perhaps take some notice of times, and only in short distance races.
True.
Right?
Dead right.
Okay, let's go to the last. Here's another wonderful record-breaking performance.
Front now of on the outside Lanely Dreamer, and then Light Show, and they've got away from Mark Phil. Laconia not in it. Straightening up though, Grey Man got away a length and a half. Lanely Dreamer. Light Show running on well at the 200-metre mark, and they're clear of Mark Phil. Then Laconian starting to flash home. Light Show trying to get to Grey Man. Laconian is coming from last with a great run. Light Show in front. Laconian swamping it. Here's a decent run. Laconian over the top of them, and it's got up to win. Oh, great performance by Laconian after missing the jump. 3 lengths. Has beaten Light.
3 lengths, and he's broken the course record.
I think it was a record that Laconian actually held himself last year, which brought up 2 winners for Greg Hall, winning the last 2 races yesterday. But I don't know, breaking the track record, missing the start by 3 lengths, conceding every other horse in the race a start, and still breaking a track record.
Wait till we get to 1,400 metres with that one, I think, eh?
Exactly. Well, he's off to Perth, actually, for the big sprint race over there.
Right.
Which he's a very good sprinter when he's had a lot of leg problems. He's only had about 20 starts in his life.
Look, he looks like being terrific carnival over in Perth, doesn't it?
Will be, yeah.
Terrific cuts are going to go over for the cup. And...
prize money ain't what it used to be.
No.
It's come back a bit out from what it was in the past, but it's going to be a top carnival.
OK, the extra double yesterday, if you had it out at the Caulfield meeting, 3 and 4, $12.25, and the daily double for 1 and 4 paid $25. The quadrella yesterday, 4-1-2 for $871.50. The quad extra 1-2-4-2, $915.40. The straight sixes finished for the time being, I might mention to you, but it's going to the Greyhound starting Thursday night with the Melbourne Cup at Sandown Park. Roy, we've got a lot of meetings coming up.
Yes, we do have a big week of racing now. We've got a charity meeting at Caulfield on Monday.
Sandown?
Sandown, sorry. Back to Sandown again on Wednesday, and back to the mighty Moonee Valley on Saturday. So, yes, a big week for the Metropolitan Race Clubs this week. OK, and don't forget the Melbourne Cup of Greyhounds will be run next Thursday night, the final. It's going to be a great meeting also. Hope to see you on a racecourse very soon. Bye for now.